Money, profits, return on investment, direct to film. Do we have your attention yet? Today we're breaking down how beneficial it can be for your printing business to add in DTF, starting with the average cost of a custom shirt. We're going to take a look at your initial investment costs, as well as potential for ROI. I also want to highlight some pro tips to maximize your time and effort, see if DTF's really worth it. Today we're working with the Prestige R2 Pro, a 13-inch direct-to-film printing powerhouse, and honestly one of my favorite machines to work with. It comes equipped with dual Epson print heads to ensure vibrant colors and fast output, perfect for intermediate users. And with print speeds up to 35 square feet an hour, it's not a machine you're going to be having to look at upgrading simply months into ownership. Along with the R2 Pro, we'll also be working with the Miro 13 to powder, shake, and cure our direct-to-film transfers. This will allow for hands-free production, meaning I can send multiple prints and walk away. The machines will take care of the rest. The Miro 13 comes equipped with built-in air purification and lower contact heating to ensure safe and power-efficient production in the home or office. Since our setup's all about efficiency, today we're working with color prime ink, powder, and universal film to produce our graphics. Curious why we chose these materials? Comment down below and we'd be happy to explain. Now after printing, we'll be applying our transfers to this cotton t-shirt made by Smart Blanks and pressing them using our Prisma Swing Away heat press.
Depending on the quantities and quality of t-shirts you decide to use, you can expect to pay anywhere between $3 to $10. Although the heat press is a quick step that only requires the initial investment, your time is still important. The time we spend pressing will be added into the total production time.
Now our total cost for assembly puts you right around $11K. But if you're interested in a similar setup, I highly encourage you to take a look at the R2 Pro Shaker Bundle, which can save you $1,200. Since our setup's on the higher end, we want to be smart about our printing setup to maximize revenue. One of the best ways to do this is by Gangsheeting.
What's Gangsheeting?
Great question. Gangsheeting is a common term in DTF used to print multiple images on a single piece of material in close proximity so that we're not wasting any film. Let's show you how it's done step by step in the software. Here in the software, let's put together our gang sheet. I'm going to grab all of our print files and drop them into the software. Give these just a moment to populate. And now let's start sizing these up. For our front graphic, we're going to go with a 10-inch wide. For the back, we'll do a 9-inch wide. And for the neck hit, let's bring this down to 3 inches wide. And there we have it. With our new dimensions, the DigiRIP software is automatically nesting or gang sheeting for us. Here we have maximized film usage. Everything is ready to go. Let's go ahead and rip these first. And once our blue progress bar fills up, we're ready to send the job. Let's print. One of the great features about our DigiRIP software is going to be the built-in cost calculator. This can give us a great estimation as far as how much ink cost our transfers or gang sheet will cost. To use this, let's go ahead and highlight all the files, and we're going to choose the RIP option only and let that calculate everything here. We already have our dimensions as far as what the total gang sheet is going to come out to in square inches. Now, based on the size of the design and the colors used, we can see that this is going to cost us an estimated 5 cents in ink cost. Now, the printer uses a 5-ink system. That's how we got this: cyan, yellow, magenta, black, and white. This is a great tool. And if you're looking to get ink costs and really get a defined breakdown as far as where your margins are, where your profits are, what your prints are costing you out of pocket, I highly encourage you to check out the free download for the DigiRIP software and see firsthand some of these helpful features. Let's go ahead and use these formulas to break down the actual cost of our film used. Now we can plug in our numbers. So after doing the math, our total out-the-door film cost to produce this gang sheet is going to be right around 72 cents. But what about the powder? Now when it comes to powder, we can base our estimations off how many transfers of gang sheets we can produce before this bag runs out. So let's do the math. By my estimation, we're looking at 1 kilogram of powder able to perform a single 109-yard roll of film. Okay, so based on these measurements, we're looking at about 167 of these gang sheets able to be produced with a single bag of powder, bringing our total cost per gang sheet to about 20 cents. Can't forget to factor in our garment costs. Now this particular t-shirt that we're using today costs us about $3.50. We're using a Smart Blanks ring spun cotton tee. Now the thing we love about ring spun cotton, the fibers are very tightly woven, meaning they're able to lay quite flat, making this an ideal surface for any sort of custom printing. All right, let's crunch some numbers and see what our out the door, out of pocket cost is to produce this custom garment. Starting off with our DTF ink. This clocked in at about 5 cents. Now our DTF powder, we estimate about 20 cents of usage. Now when it came to our DTF film, we're looking at about 72 cents. And if we factor in the cost of the t-shirt itself, that's gonna be an additional $3.50. If we bring everything up together, our out the door, out of pocket, hard cost to produce this custom garment rings in at about $4.47. Now with all these factors considered, our DTF ink, our DTF film, our DTF powder, and the blank t-shirt itself, our out the door, out of pocket cost to produce these custom garments right about $4.47. By retail comparatives, we can sell this at a competitive price of $24.99. That puts our profit margin at $20.52. That's an 82% profit margin. Come on guys. We know time is money. That's why a DTF setup should be fast and efficient. Now depending on your current setup, we encourage you, time your production process and compare it to our setup. In most cases, you'll see that having a prestige printer in your production will increase your printing and your profits. Using our formula, we can find the time it took for us to print today's design. Looks like we're spending roughly 3.5 minutes to print this design. Now let's factor in powdering, curing, and pressing. With all these production factors in play, we're looking at roughly about 9.5 minutes total spent. Based on our time spent to produce this one garment, we can estimate an average 8-hour workday, approximately 51 pieces produced. What that means, our daily net profit, take-home money, after expenses, $1,046.52. What this means, in just 10.5 business days, we can recoup our entire initial investment costs. And did I mention this isn't just for t-shirts? DTF can apply to virtually any material or fabric type. All right, now comment down below if you have a screen printing business. Let's say you have a customer who's requesting custom gym apparel. Aside from the lengthy setup and preparation steps, these fabrics can be very difficult or a pain in the butt to produce. And that's largely because they're mainly polyester or nylon blends. But rather than turn that customer away, DTF can fill a gap in your production lineup. Whether it's windbreakers, joggers, gym shorts, DTF can perform these in an efficient manner without breaking the bank. As we mentioned, DTF has a relatively low overhead cost, mainly because we do not require a humongous production facility, no costly screen setups, or laborious assembly, like compared to other methods. Say heat transfer vinyl, for example. Let's say I had an HTV business. First off, that full color front screen graphic, out the window. You gotta factor in all the time to cut, weed, layer, and apply each individual transfer one at a time. Let us know in the comment section down below what methods you guys would like to see stack up against DTF for a true cost comparison. Now let's say we're already running a busy screen printing business with little to no extra time. With direct-to-film, you can incorporate in a full-fledged transfer printing service business to your existing hustle. As we mentioned, DTF offers hands-free production, low maintenance, high profit, and a high-quality product that will keep your customers coming back for more. So we did the homework and the numbers cannot be denied. Direct-to-film is a profitable venture for anyone looking for an upgrade on their current print setup or seeking a competitive edge over the competition. Where other print methods face hurdles, DTF leaps over them. There's nothing like it in the market. Remember, we're talking about compact, low-cost, hands-free production with a high-quality final product. So challenge me in the comments or drop your questions down below. I gotta get back to printing and profiting. We'll catch you in the next one.